Whoopsies. I'm a Sagittarius. Whoopsies. Welcome back, guys. I thought I clicked live on YouTube and I did not. My bad. My apologies. But we're here. Good morning, my mom. I read your comment and forgot to click live. All right, so we're live on YouTube. All right, Bitcoin's at the bottom of the range. Retail has capitulated. Maximum fear. Maximum amounts of fear. You hate to see it. Every time we're at the bottom of the range, it's scary. And the crazy part is this. So the narrative, let's talk about it. 110 billion wiped out from the market. The narrative is the tariffs again. But the crazy part is we knew about it a month ago. So why are people freaking out? Because this is the price. Everybody wants to be rich in crypto, but nobody wants to put in the work. Everybody wants to be rich in crypto, but no one wants to do the work. Everyone wants 1,000x, but no one wants to do the work. The work is the way. The work is the way. Okay? So Bitcoin's not going to 82K. It's going to 82K. Not right now, though. The top is in. If you invert the chart, I would agree. If you do Control I, invert the chart, I would have to agree. I would have to agree with your synopsis. If you invert the chart, you are correct. But everyone has this notion, this feeling of they're not going to let us all win. Here's the price. The price must be paid. Okay? But in reality, what do we have right here? We're at the bottom of the range. And I just made a video. Every time we're at the bottom of the range, check it out. It's scary. The only narrative that is here is the tariffs. And guess what? We knew about the tariffs a month ago. A month ago. So we're at the bottom of the range. Okay. Let's look at the total 3, the total 2, the total. All right. Bitcoin. So let's look at the total 3. We're at the 200 moving average. We're on top of the prior support. We're making a higher low. Everyone wants to be rich. Everyone wants 1,000x, but no one wants to do the work. What about the DXY? Just ripping to the downside. Solana, the RSI is at the lowest it's been since it was at $15. Solana's daily RSI has not been this low since we were at $15. What is Ethereum? Did Ethereum make a new low? This is the funny part about it. It's like everyone is just freaking out. Did Ethereum make a new low? Did we make a new low on Ethereum? Nope. Okay. Did ADA make a new low? Nope. Okay. Did XDC make a new low? Nope. Okay. Did Shiba Inu make a new low? Nope. Okay. What is different? What is different? He says Link made a new low. Let's see. Link made a new low. All right, you got one. Link also outperformed a lot of things. You got one. What else? Did AVAX make a new low? Did Dogecoin make a new low? Everyone's freaking out. I said it once and I'll say it again. I wish I had some dry powder. Well, the best thing to do right now, in my opinion, is to DCA. The second best thing to do is nothing. Did Ethereum Classic, make a new low. Nope. Okay, then. So what are we doing? We're filling out the wicks, guys. We're at the bottom of the range. By the way, the same narrative a month ago. The same narrative. This narrative is this narrative. They are the same. They are the same. Did DOT make a new low? Did Bitcoin make a new low? My God. Is Link a good buy then? I think Link's a good buy. Why will there be a bull run on alt? Because it really hasn't happened yet. Okay. Why will there be a bull run on alts? Because it hasn't really happened yet. Well, I would say smart money is buying altcoins. BlackRock is buying Ethereum. Smart money is buying altcoins. Dumb money is selling it. That's a fact. Jasmine, 10 to 12 cents. What narratives do you think could reverse all bearish sentiment? A Bitcoin strategic reserve. Dogecoin slash stimulus check. It doesn't matter. It says 86K incoming in 2026. I agree. Is it different this time? It's not different. It's not different. Spam the like button, guys. Hit the share so other people can spam the like button. It's not about panicking, but it's not exactly fun missing out on a lot of profits. Yeah, well, listen. In reality, there are 3 ways that retail gets capitulated. 3. What does capitulation mean? It means you sell when you shouldn't be selling. And I would say there's levels to it. So level 1 of retail trading, you're brand new. The main way you're going to get capitulated is by FOMO and jealousy. You're going to chase a 10x. You're going to chase a 20x. You're going to have a fear of missing out. And you're going to be exit liquidity. That's way number 1, that retail. That's level 1 and way number 1. Retail gets capitulated. Way number 2 is scary crashes like we've had right now. This is level 2, way 2. Scary crashes like we've had right now. And then way number 3 is boring and boring, boring. And I would argue we're having a mix of both of these right now. We're at a lot of boring, choppy, sideways, and a violent crash. People get scared. It's just golden ratio. What's up, savages? What's up, fam? Onyx. Listen, I haven't been bullish on Onyx. It did a 20x in 10 days. I begged from the mountaintops to take profit. I feel like the market is exhausted at the moment. I feel that way too. Is the title supposed to be wiped? Yep. Same difference, though. Yeah, that's a typo. Listen, I'm tired. I can probably change it. I'll have to fix that afterwards. Thanks for pointing that out to me. You whipped out 110B. Sometimes you just got to put it on the table. Let them know what's up. I'm not afraid to admit I'm scared, Ski. That's okay. Listen, I'm going to tell you like I tell my son all the time. I tell him all the time. Courage is not the absence of fear. To be courageous, to have courage. It doesn't mean the fear does not exist. It doesn't mean that there is no fear. It doesn't mean that there is the absence of fear. It means that you are afraid and you still take action anyways. That's what it means to be courageous. You do have fear, and you take action anyways. That's what it means to be courageous. It's not the absence of fear, that you have the fear, and you still take action anyways. Retail trader says 86 very, very soon. Yep, you're right. 2026 is very, very soon. It's right around the corner. Less than 12 months away. But Ski, 12 months is a long time. Well, that's your first problem. All season coming? I think so. Good time to DCA? Absolutely. This is the best time to DCA. I got no more money to DCA. Well, best thing to do is DCA. The second best thing is nothing. The second best thing to do is nothing. The worst thing to do is sell because you are afraid. If I lose money, I'm blaming you. JK. SBF coming back today was the bottom signal. Is he back? I'm afraid. It's okay. Looking at previous year March, usually bullish thoughts. I think so. What to buy now? My top value plays. He tweeted. My top value plays as of the time of recording. Solnick, HNT, Rose, ICP, Shiba, Dent, VeChain, Naka, IOTA, Flux, Theta, Krill, Suki, Raven, Dynex, Dot, LCX, Sauce, Hee, Crow, Phantom, News, 1, XYO. Can I claim my unrealized loss on taxes? You can do tax loss harvesting, but you have to do it like before. It needs to be done in December. So you could do that. Like, so what you could do, honestly, talk to your tax professional. I'm not a tax professional, but a strategy is to sell at a loss and then immediately rebuy back in. And then you have that unrealized loss. Now, the thing that sucks about it, though, is you restart your clock. So that means you got to hold for a year and a day to get long-term capital gains. But you absolutely can do that. It definitely is a thing. SPF is back. He tweeted tonight. Will we be able to buy Solnick through Google in March? Yes. I don't have an exact date for you yet, John, but that is coming in March. Rose prediction, 38 cents. Minimum, $1. Solnick has been one of the best coins to minimize losses. I agree. Ski, what will you do if we don't break by the end of February? What do you want me to do? I was joking. They wanted to tax us on unrealized gains. Oh, I thought you said losses. You can claim up to $3,000 a year and carry over losses that you were not able to claim. One of your team members helps me and my friend solve problem. Thank you in advance. You're good people. That's me. I don't know what's going on. You and Alex make a good team. Love the lives lately. Keep it up. Thank you. Thank you. Will you make Solnick a currency in GTA 6 to stake rewards? I'll try. I'll do anything to make it happen. I'll do anything to make it happen. I think that me and Alex do have a good dynamic. I'm trying to put more and more production into the show that we have and making it better and better and better and better and better. Do you believe VeChain reaches 9 cents by May? I think that that's very possible. What was this little peak right here? Yes. So are we going to take out this yearly high? I think that that is very plausible. Very plausible. Will you shave your ear if you don't break all-time high? Ski only. Just joined. What did I miss? We're just at the bottom of the range. Okay, it's scary every time we get to the bottom, but in reality, 99% of the coins are just making a higher low right now. The total 3 is making a higher low. The total 2 is making a higher low. The total is making a higher low. Bitcoin's at the bottom of the range. It's the same exact narrative news that happened the last time. John, thank you for the hat and mustache. Yeehaw! Irish Dano, thank you for the bonut. John, thanks for the heart. Lakers, thanks for the heart, you savages. 300 is possible. I think 300 is very possible for ETC. Can ADA reach $3 by May? I think so. I think that's very plausible. News in. Ski on call with Warren Buffett and Trump. Pump the market. Listen. I got to be honest with you guys. I take responsibility for the market not pumping. Okay? I was supposed to go camping last weekend, but it was too cold. It was snowing. All right? I didn't want to put my son in snowing conditions. All right? I'm going to take responsibility. I was supposed to go camping last week, but fear not! Because next weekend, so this Thursday, I'm going up to the farm. The following weekend, I'm going camping. Fear not! You're wrong about your Bitcoin chart. Is this the real? I don't think it's the real one. Is it the real one? I don't know. I don't know. I know the real Bare Naked's been bearish since 15K. Super bearish at 20K. That's what I know. Super bearish at the war in Israel. That's what I know. At $25,000, was certain we're going to $3,000. At $16,000, his wife's boyfriend said we're going to 3K. At $20,000, when Silicon Valley Bank went to zero, his wife's boyfriend said we're going to 3K. At $25,000, when the war in Israel happened, he said we're going to 3K. That's what I know. No more sound effects. There's sound effects. Can you not hear that? Dang it, you boy ski. It's your fault. Too cold, you promised, Ski. You promised, Ski. Don't worry. I'm going to make it right. The total 3. What about it? What about it? What about the total 3? No sound effect. Okay, I'm going to try to get that fixed for you guys. I definitely have it. Total 3, higher high. Excuse me, higher low. On top of the 200 moving average. Same narrative that happened last month. I need to do some research on how to do that. So I'm using a different system. I'm using a different system, so I'll do some research on how to figure that out. Can't hear it. I hear you. Pause. No sound effects. Do you hear the music on YouTube? Is that circle on VeChain chart the very top of liquidity? What circle? What circle are we talking about? Still think alt season? I mean, brother, we have a higher low on top of the 200 moving average with the same narrative that happened a month ago. If your time horizon is 1 month, if you think 2 months is a long time, maybe that's your problem. No, I'm talking about altcoins. I'm talking about the total 3. I'm talking about the total 2. I'm talking about Ethereum. I'm talking about every stinking cryptocurrency. Almost 90 something plus % of them made a higher low. The chart is gone now. Can hear the music faintly. For the love of everything crypto, please go camping. What time frame? On the daily. On the daily. Whoopsies. Just burnt the last of my cash. Give me soon. Do you want to make a bet that there's an alt season? What are you betting? What are you proposing? Daily is a lower low. Is it? Is it? Is this lower than so I'm looking at the total 3. If you want to see my charts, you know where to find it. February 3rd, 2025, 745 billion market cap for the total 3. Right now, the low it got to was 800 billion for the total 3. That is not a lower low. That is not. I don't see it. Well, it's a good thing you're not the determiner of whether or not it happens. You know what else no one saw was when we were at 20K. No one saw us getting to 100K. You know what else no one saw is when we were at 50K. No one saw us getting to 100K. When Japan cut the rates, no one saw us getting to 100K. The determining factor is whether or not you can't see it or not. There's no one more open-minded than me. Nor is there a crypto creator that has a better tracker record than me. Second to none. Period. Which coin are you bullish on? I'm bullish on a lot of coins right now. Flux, Solnic, ADA, LCX, IOTA, Naka, Rose, ICP, Shiba, Dent, VeChain, Theta, Krill, Suki, Raven, Dynex, Dot, LCX, Sauce, Hehe, Crow, Phantom, News, One, XYO. At this point, in all seriousness, thanks for jumping on the live and answering questions for us and calming us down, some stressed out people. What's up, fam? This is where I make my money. This is where I make my bread and butter, guys. I know what fear, I know what despair, I know what it looks like, I know what it feels like. SEC acknowledged ADA spot ETF. It's something. What's up, fam? Yes, we have alt season, or was that a no? Yes, we're gonna have an alt season. I have not listened. Let me be crystal clear on my position. I have not been this bullish in crypto, especially in regards to the altcoins, since Japan cut their rates. In fact, when we look at the fear and greed index, we haven't been this low since Japan cut their rates. We have not been this low on the fear and greed index since September 7th, 2024. Listen, what is the oldest adage in the book? It's a saying, it's a cliche because it's true. The cliche is, when others are greedy, you should be fearful. When others are fearful, you should be greedy. Well, what is everyone right now? Everyone is fearful. And that's a mathematical equation. You can look at the fear and greed index and figure out we haven't been this low on the fear and greed index since September 7th, 2024 was the last time we were this low. Think we go lower? I do not. I think that the previous tariff holds as a low. That's what I think. Top 5 coins to buy this dip: Flux, ICP, VeChain, Solnic. Fear I buy. Ski, go outside and put up a damn tent. Right? Meow! Meow! What about Bitcoin dominance? Bitcoin dominance is still got some work to do, it looks like. I'm not going to be like, oh, yep. I mean, we're at the macro 702. What I would like to see is some distribution. We're at 62%. This is the macro 702. That's where this wick got all the way up to for Bitcoin dominance. This is the macro 702 Fibonacci retracement. What this looks like to be happening is your buying climax, your up thrust, and your UTAD, perhaps. This is an early theory that it's not going to do like a pin top, but work on a slower distribution. And we'll see. We'll see if it starts to break to the downside. I don't really want to see this get taken out, though. Bitcoin coming to 82K. I agree. In 2026, no. I do not think that. You don't distribute at the bear market lows. That's not how a distribution works. You do not distribute at the bear market lows. The only time that could be even remotely true is if there's something broken or there's an absurd amount of inflation. But no, you do not distribute at bear market lows. That's not how distribution works. Nick, thank you for the TikTok, the perfume, the goat, the W, the chili, the tiny diny, the lightning bolt, the GGs. You savage, bro. Good wake up show today. Thanks, fam. Harmony 1 chart. I got you, bro. Let me. Says, agree with your thesis. Bitcoin above 100K, then pull back to lower 90s, wick to 80s. Should happen during March 10th lunar eclipse. Do you think we have had a couple of mini alt runs since November 23? Sure. We've definitely had a retracement is what I would call it. Definitely, for sure. Bought Solana at 140. All in. Let's go. Thanks for the roses. And yeah, thanks for the roses, guys. Make sure you guys are spamming the like button, hitting the share so other people can spam the like button. Check out the video. Drop a comment on it that I just uploaded. My synopsis of what I think is happening. Drop a comment and repost it. Even if you hate my guts, repost it so you can just show everyone how much of a silly willy I am. You say selling may go away. What's the next few months looking like? I'm very bullish for the next few months. I think we could, if we just pull up like the total 3, I think minimum the total 3 does a 50% move from today. Minimum. And that's a lot of liquidity coming into the market. And let me be clear about the sell in May, go away thing. When we look at Bitcoin, so what I'm comparing it is to like the C19 crash. When we look at Bitcoin during the C19 crash, all right, May, it wasn't like May. Let me be clear about something about May, okay? June, July, August, September, right? It wasn't like for Bitcoin that June, July, August, September was a bloodbath. It wasn't. It was just boring. But in fact, from, May all the way until we actually got out of this range, Bitcoin was up like 12%. It was just chopping though. But by the end of it, it was up 12%. So, yeah, I don't I don't necessarily think that that's just a saying, selling may go away. I'm not saying like it's going to be like this violent crash in June. I just think typically the summer months are boring. 139 strong support, I think. I think so too. What does retracement actually mean? I'll show you. So this is a retracement. So you can see the chart on YouTube, right? So you have your absolute top, then you have your absolute bottom. If you pull a Fibonacci from the absolute top to the absolute bottom, this move, what you would call like a dead cat bounce, to the 618 Fibonacci retracement. That's what it is. It's like if you were to visualize like a bouncy ball and you were to drop the ball and it bounces 50 to 70% of the way up, that's a retracement. That's the same move of what I'm talking about. Some people call it different things, but just know when I'm talking about a retracement, that's what I'm talking about. Somebody might call it something else. They might call it pulling back. I don't call it that. That's just a back test to me. But a retrace, that's your 0.5 to 702 from the top. We talk about altcoins. I'm talking about altcoins. I'm talking about altcoins. Your boy Ski, what mining software do you use to mine Flux? I use Hive OS. All my stuff is script. I might make a video because I'm selling a lot of my GPUs. I might make a video just for fun and do some AI mining. I might make a video on that if you guys are interested in that. And I might do like comparison of like profits. Because I'm parting out my GPUs. And the reason is I need a tractor. So there's that. What do you think about match going to be good or bad? When will the dump stop? The beatings will continue until morale is improved. Now, listen, I don't think the sentiment from retail has been this low. I think that so not only the sentiment is lower than what it was even a month ago, even though generally we're at a higher price. That's a good thing. I think that retail is absolutely exhausted. And we could not make another low. You know, some things did, but generally 90% of the market is making a higher low right now. But sentiment, like the way that people feel about the market, is lower. Fear is higher, even though the price is higher than what it was a month ago. Do you think March is going to be good? I think that March is going to be very good. Yes. That's exactly what I think. No, bro, it's not dropping more. It's not dropping more. Right? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm referring to. That's the narrative, right? That's the sentiment that people feel, their feelings, but not the facts. Their feelings are that it's going lower, but that's not true. It's a higher low. Okay? So a month ago, when the tariffs happened, Bitcoin got to $89,000. Bitcoin, the lowest it got to was $91,000. You see how that's not lower than a month ago. What about Ethereum? Ethereum got to $2,100. The lowest it got to today was 24.5. That's not lower. What about the total 2 or the total market cap? The total 3. VeChain. The low was 2.6 cents. Today it got to 2.7 cents. That's not lower. Okay? Like the narrative in our brain, the sentiment is what you just said. It bottomed last week, but we're still going lower. But the actual facts are not. They do not support that. That's how we feel. That's what the fear would indicate, but that's not real. Right? That's a narrative. I'm looking at the total 3. The low, February 3rd, 2025, was $745 billion market cap. Right now, the lowest we got to was $800 billion. That's not lower. Okay, we could do this all day. There's a few instances, but 90+% of the market is making a higher low. The total 2, which is everything that's not Bitcoin. February 3rd, we were at 1 trillion. Today, the lowest we got was 1.1 trillion. That's a higher low. ICP's a lower low. You can cherry pick a few of them, but when you measure the entire broader market, the total 2, everything that's not Bitcoin, the total 3, everything that's not Bitcoin and Ethereum, and 90+% of the rest of the coins, guess what? It's a higher low. A 5x for AVAX. Let's look at ICP. ICP did not make a lower low. No, it did not. I'm looking at the market cap. I don't know what you're measuring it by. I'm looking at the market cap, February 3rd. So that's not true even. Again, the sentiment, the feelings are it went lower, but that's not real. So I'm looking at it. February 3rd, the low got to 2.68 billion. Today, the low got to 2.98 billion. That's a higher low. Should I sell my ETH for Solnic and Flux? I think Ethereum gets to $7,000, maybe $10,000. You do the math and figure out what's best for you. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to do. Are you saying out of Bitcoin today? No. No, that's not what I'm. Are you asking me if I'm staying out of Bitcoin today? What are you asking me? Let me look up ICP by the actual price. I prefer to. I'm buying. I have not been this bullish in the entire market since the Japan rate cuts, and I've made my case for it. I have not been this bullish since the Japan rate cuts. Sentiment is much lower than we were a month ago when the tariffs happened, but the price is higher. That's a good sign. Very, very good sign. Top 4 values right now: Solnic, Flux, ICP, VeChain. Prepare to eat those words after mid-March eclipse. All right, then I will. But I want you to come back mid-March too. And don't come back after Bitcoin made a new all-time high and then be like, aha! Can you look at the link chart? Link is one of them that did break a lower low. Link's on a lot of support, though. Ski, are we cooked? If you like Wagyu A5 steak and you base it, and you got the time and you got the salt, if that's what you mean by cooked, nice pan sear, medium rare, juicy, melts in your mouth. If that's what you mean by cooked, Chef Boyarski here, then I would absolutely agree. If you mean by cooked like we're done, no. A lot of retail is done today. Is it you? A lot of retail is done today. You didn't look at ICP, bro. I'm looking at ICP right now. I'm looking at it right now. Market cap. February 3rd. This is what I'm talking about. February 3rd was the tariffs. It's the same narrative, by the way. Tariffs again. Cha-cha again. Cha-cha real smooth. Same narrative. One hop this time. Same narrative. Same narrative. So Pekka says ICP low was 556 February 3rd. Today was 629. See, like the narrative. Listen, this is what you got to really separate your feelings. You got to separate your emotions from the actual data. And our feelings, our emotions are telling that we are at a lower price. This is more scary than last time. But the reality, what is actually real, is we made a higher low on 90+% of the market. Is at a higher price than the last time, February 3rd, which was the tariffs, which is the same narrative that has just transpired again. Rose or ICP, I like both of those. I'm not mad. Those are both top 10 plays for me. Most alts are at their bear market lows. Okay. And that's buying at years worth of support is a bad thing. Is that a bad thing to you? Like getting the value of the absolute bear market. That is a bad thing to you. If tomorrow Nike was like, my shoes are 70% off, are you going to be like, well, I don't know about this. I mean, what's really going on here? Maybe I should sell the rest of my shoes too. Can you review Link technicals? Link is one of the ones that made a lower low. I don't love that it made a lower low. It's in bearish posture, I would say. A pretty aggressive downtrend, but it's on top of a lot of support here. Lots of support. So I don't love that it made a lower low, but I don't think it's like done for. It's on a lot of support here. I mean, 264 days of support. So do I expect that to get taken out? No, I don't. That's a lot of support to get taken out, especially the first time. You're especially not going to do it the first time you hit it, for sure. Even if it were going to, which I don't anticipate it is going to. In reality, I think that Link has outperformed a lot of the market. Is there a specific reason for the dump today? Okay, let me tell you what the narrative is, and then let me tell you what the actual reason is. Is that fair? I'll tell you what the narrative is, like what's presented as the reason, and then I will tell you what the actual reason is. Okay? So the narrative is the tariffs. Again, which we knew about a month ago. We knew about a month ago. We knew this was the thing a month ago. So that's the narrative. The reality is market manipulation by the apex predators to ensure shake as many retail as humanly possible. Everyone has this mentality, this mindset. They're not going to let us all be rich. And to that, I would say you're correct. This is the price. The fear, the greed, the manipulation, the emotional warfare. That's the price. And that price, that debt must be paid. Absolutely, they do. He says, so you think market makers use bad news to shake out strategy? 1000%. Chronos, lower time frame, not looking good. Well, go on a bigger time frame then. It's starting to feel like crypto is way too sensitive to news. How much you down? I'm not down. Nothing. Like, what time frame are we looking at? Are you asking me what am I down this week, or what am I down on my portfolio overall? When I started in crypto, I was homeless, and now I just bought a 27-acre farm. How much am I down? You tell me. Still Salome, go away. Okay, let me be clear about that, Johnny. That's a saying, and I'm just regurgitating a saying. In reality, okay, that's a narrative, that's a saying. I'm not articulating to you that June, July, August, September are going to be bloody. That's not what I think. That's a saying in the market because generally June, July, August, September are boring. And that's what those are my feelings, that we are going to pump into May, 50+% move, and then we're going to be boring. That's what happened in Bitcoin the last time after the C19 crash. I feel like we were a month behind. Good. So that's what I mean. Those are my actual articulated thoughts on the sell in May, go away. That's a saying in the market because June, July, August, September are typically boring and low volatility. So I don't think it's going to be like a crash. I just think it's going to be choppy and boring. What days and times you, Alex, and Alvarez going live? So me and Alex are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Alvarez is also a part of the show on Fridays. He can't make it Monday and Wednesday, but he's a part of the show on Fridays, and he's there at 10 a.m. as well. So you'll buy back. Listen, I don't know that I'm going to be selling unless I make de-risking plays. We'll see like where the market is, but I'm not going to be selling just based off of time. If that makes sense. What's your opinion on ICP till May, June through September, and after that? I need to look at where it's going to go. Like a lot of my opinions are like XCN, for example. Okay. This is a cop-out answer. I got it. But this is my reality. This is how I actually analyze things. Like XCN, for example, was just in the depths of despair in the dumps forever. Right. And then it did a 20x in 10 days. So I took profit on XCN. Okay. It's just my simple rule. Every 1x you do, take 10%. Keep doing that. So I took a lot of profit on XEN. Now, was I like this wizard who knew that the top was in? No, but like you don't just do a 10x in 10 days and keep going higher. So I think that there's going to be moves like that. And I'm going to be looking like, hey, this is up 5x. This is up 3x. This is up 10x. Okay, we're going to de-risk those. It's really that simple. So if ICP goes to $30, I might de-risk a little bit. Thoughts on Sui? Sui's okay. I'm more bullish on it now than I have been. I've been very bearish on Sui for a while now. I was bearish on Sui too early, to be honest with you. I was bearish on Sui since about, I think about $3 or $4 is when I really started getting bearish. So I was definitely like wrong a little bit on Sui. It did another 30% to the upside. It went all the way to $5. I think I was started being bearish at $3, $4. But the fact that it came all the way back to 250, I think it's working on accumulation. And I don't think it's a terrible play. I don't think it has a lot of upside for this run. I mean, maybe $10 to $13. But Sui kind of was, I was in the same sort of position. Like, hey, it did a big run, a huge run, 13x. That was my position. Like, it did a 13x. And I was just saying, like, take profit. So where it's at right now, the value is okay. Took 25% profit back in December, DCA back in, and I'm still down. Can you believe it? Patience, my friend. Still hopes for altcoins? Absolutely. Absolutely, there's hopes. You think GameFi will do good in this cycle? Some things might. I don't know that the whole sector itself. Can DOT reach $20? Let's see. Can DOT reach $20? By May. I think so. Yeah, I think that that's definitely on the table for DOT. Yeah. Spam that like button, guys. Hit that share so other people can spam the like button. What are we at? 12,000 likes? Megan, thanks for the panda hug, you savage. Appreciate you. Thoughts on virtual protocols? Let's see. Did you guys like the video that I posted? What did you guys think of that? This is definitely a steep skid for sure. This is clearly distribution in hindsight, right? So like how you would do this, you're near the 200. There's not really support here though. It's probably going to get back to the support here, honestly. 5-8 cents. But how you would do this, and I got the dotted line, is once you break out of this trend is when it's safe. That's the rules of Wyckoff. So if it just trades sideways for a couple of weeks, it might be okay. But in reality, this is probably the only real support. Maybe it catches here, but it's already below it. It's probably going to get caught at like 50 cents, is what I would say. We'll see. If the market turns around tomorrow, though, this could be your accumulation. Can we talk about monetary policy? Sure. What do you want to talk about? What coin is he talking about? I was talking about virtual. If you want to see my charts, I'm live at other places. What's up, Ski? Definitely not sentiment. What's your view short term on XYO? XYO is a top value play for me. All Bitcoin pairs not looking good. What do you mean? Velo, Ray, it has a lot of inflation. I'm not a fan of like a very silly amount of inflation, I would say. Looking at the chart, when do you think the market reached the bottom? I think it did. So there's different answers to this question. The bottom, obviously, was February 8th, 2020. 22. The local bottom to me was February. I said February, my bad. November 8th, 2022. The local bottom was February 3rd, 2025. Until we take that out, that's the bottom. Why did Bitcoin sell off? Do you want the narrative reason or do you want the actual reason? Or do you want them both? Do you want the narrative reason or do you want the actual reason or do you want both? You let me know. All right. So the narrative reason that the markets were tanking is because of the tariffs. That was a narrative a month ago. That's the reason. That's the narrative reason. Okay. The actual reason is because the apex predators are using any bit of news to shake as much retail as they can. That's the real thing. That's what it's always been. That's what it's always going to be in every market, by the way, not just crypto. Every market, it's like this. Would you move your funds from LCX to Rose? I like both of those here. I don't know. It's like potato, potato, tomato, tomato. What if we take out the bottom out? Then what? Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let me know when we do. Let me know when we do. Stay strong, Ski. I'm strong. The strongest crypto influencer in the game. Thoughts on Alchemy Pay? Sonic is dying hard. It's not dying. The whole market's pulling back. If anything, Sonic's outperformed the entire market, both to the upside and to the downside. Am I going to sit here and whisper sweet nothings to you and be like, oh, you know, when the market has a $110 billion gets wiped out, that's not, no one's going to panic sell. No, that's not real. But what I can tell you is we have a lot of things that we're working on. And I will be continuing to do that for the next 20 years. So the best thing is to DCA. I never have promised anyone that it's going to be a straight line up ever. Never, 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 never. Have I ever said that? Yeezy's coin's going to add fuel to the fire. Probably, to be honest. I think people are done getting rugged by celebrities. We'll see, though. What if he does it right? Wouldn't that be hilarious? Like, we all expect it to be. Can you search others Bitcoin chart? Yeah. I think that's a good thing to look at. Same chart as everything else. So others is all the what you could probably classify as altcoins as well. I usually do the total 3 as altcoin, but others would be everything excluding the top 10. So your mids, your mediums, your lows, that's what others is. And it's the same chart as everything else. So on top of a lot of support, you have this massive selling climax, February, and we're sort of filling out this wick. High or low right now. The market is consolidating right now. I agree. Like, retail sentiment is the lowest I've ever seen, probably. I don't think it's been this low since FTX, to be honest with you. I don't know that the sentiment from retail has been this low since FTX. That's saying something. Thoughts on Pepe? I think Pepe would do a 2 to 4x. Can you pull up the Dynex chart? Dynex is still in a skid. This is what it feels like when all hope is lost. All hope is lost. Bitcoin's going to zero. It's mathematically impossible. It's mathematically impossible. I made sure of it. I sent off whole Bitcoins to the ether. Those Bitcoins can never be sold. Mathematically impossible. Feel like zero to who? It doesn't feel like zero to me. It feels like five. My average price is 5K. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like BlackRock owns billions of dollars. It feels like institutions own billions of dollars, and my average price is 5K. That's what it feels like to me. All right, guys. I wasn't even going to go live tonight, but I knew you guys needed it. All right. Talk is cheap. Oh, go back and look at my videos in the bear market, bro. When I was telling everyone to buy in November 8th, 2022. At the bottom. Video evidence documented. How about that? Talk is cheap, but how about video evidence? How about video evidence of me calling every stinking local bottom? Video evidence documented since 2022. I agree. Talk is cheap. But video evidence, if a picture's worth 1,000 words, I don't know what video evidence is. All right, guys. I'm pretty tired. I think I'll go home now. All right, guys, that is going to be it for this time. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. I'll be live in the morning. I'm probably going to sleep in a little bit. Probably do a live around 11. Prepare. Listen, I'll leave you with some final encouraging words. Most of the market is making a higher low. Smart money is buying. Don't believe me? Look at BlackRock's balance sheets. Smart money is buying, dumb money is selling. The very best thing to do is to DCA. If you can't do that, the second best thing to do is nothing. Peace, love, prosperity. God first. God bless.